The bottom line in homilies should be, what difference should this make in my life or to my life? Or in shorthand, so what? That's not always an easy thing to do, and it could be especially challenging when you have a feast like today, the Solemnity of the Holy Trinity. Our belief that there is one God and three persons. While it's a central doctrine of the Church, we really wouldn't know what the Trinity was unless it had been revealed to us, told to us. So what, we might ask? Well, the Trinity is the best model we have for human relationships. If we can appreciate what the Trinity is in itself, then we might have a better notion on how you and I are called to relate one to the other, especially in a relationship based on love. It's been said that the Trinity is the original model of love, upon which all other relationships ought to be modeled, because the three are distinct but not separate. Three but one. Love is often described as a we, a you and a me. When I love God or another person, I don't cease to be myself, but I'm different because I'm in a relationship with you. The philosopher Martin Buber described that as an I-thou relationship, or me and you. Centuries before Buber, St. Augustine got at the same truth when he said that relationships often begin to fail when two icy cold words creep into them. Mine and thine, or in more modern English, yours and mine. Once I begin to focus on that, then the relationship weakens. Where is all this landing, or leading? Today I would encourage you to look at one relationship that you might have that is based on love. It might be with a spouse, or parent, or child, or a friend. We ought to examine that relationship and ask ourselves honestly, have those two words crept into our relationship? Mine and thine. Have I become more concerned with my wants, my desires, my rights, my property, than on a relationship that is based on selfless love for the other? I need to ask myself, have I tended to become more selfish, unforgiving, uncaring, insensitive? Where do we need to reflect more the total giving of self that the Trinity has for each other and for us, how it creates, saves, and sanctifies? And that the specifics of what you reflect on and what I reflect on would be different. But as we mark the Feast of the Trinity, it might be good to reflect on the various relationships we're in, or that particular one that I suggested. We might do something to improve the quality of the relationship, something that would enable the other to maintain, sustain, or even improve his or her identity, and thus build a stronger relationship. It might be simple as treating the other as a person who has his or her own needs. We ought to be able to see the uniqueness of the other. Maybe it's a relationship based on love that just needs to give the other more space and time to grow and mature. As we gather in prayer this afternoon, May we all lift up that person with whom we are in relationship, your parent, your child, your spouse, your friend, and ask the Lord to bless him or her in a particular way, but also to bless the relationship. Help us to see the so what of today's feast being an invitation to renew, refresh, and appreciate the various relationships that we celebrate in our life.